Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, the bass have really dominated our attention over the last few years as we brought more and more people to this area because the St. Lawrence River has the best smallmouth bass fishing in the world. And people are flocking to this area because of that. But, you know, I think back to years and years ago, and even talking to local people, I think a lot of local people prefer to go out and fish for other things than just bass. And I think back to when I was a kid. I've always loved to fish for anything, even shiners, even suckers, anything caught my fancy. But I remember as a kid that bass were way down on the bottom tier of popular fish. Trout were always the champion. Whether it was stream trout or going to lakes, they were the glamour fish. They were what people sort of idolized, and of course, they're great eating. Then there were other fish that we don't even think about as much now, like northern pike or pickerel even, that I think held a higher level of adoration from anglers than bass do. And yet, one day, bass became a TV idol. And people started following bass, and then tournaments sprang up. And now bass are the glamour fish in this country. But I don't want us to forget that there's other fish that we can go for, and that we should realize, sort of captivate the love and enjoyment of people that live in this area. And indeed, walleyes are something that we have that's very, very special. And you know, there's been federations and organizations that have built up through the years along the St. Lawrence River. Mike Gagne, Hank Bouchard, some of the people that I know that have dedicated their life in our area to maintain and keep the walleye fishing there for all of us. And it's something we can't take for granted. But I got to tell you, the walleye fishing that we have in the St. Lawrence River is really special. Because first of all, we have them. But second of all, they grow to such huge sizes because of the goby population or whatever, that people can come here and fish for walleyes and maybe catch a trophy of a lifetime. But I did want to talk today about the glamour species and how some of these other fish, I think, really captivate the plans and the dreams of the people that live in this area. And let's face it, a lot of people go out fishing just for the enjoyment of being out fishing. I'm one of them. I really don't care what I catch. As the fall really came upon us and then winter followed, and the few times that I got to get out on the water, I had to be satisfied with just catching, you could call them shiners, fall fish, whatever. But they became the only thing that I could catch as the water got colder and colder and colder. And it didn't keep me from trying. I enjoyed it. They became my new trophy. And I still haven't tried eating them. But one day I think I'm going to do that as well. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.